Today, we're diving deep into the Asus ROG Strix G16 2025, a high-spec gaming laptop designed for power users who want the performance of a desktop, but in a form factor you can still carry around. This model comes loaded with a 13th Gen Intel Core i9-13980HX, paired with an NVIDIA GeForce RTX 4060 GPU, 64GB of DDR5 RAM, and a massive 2TB NVMe SSD. On top of that, it packs a 16-inch WQXGA high-refresh display, all wrapped in Asus's iconic Strix design. On paper, it looks like a beast that can handle everything from high-end gaming to streaming, editing, and content creation. But does it really live up to its premium specs? Let's go step by step and find out. Let's quickly summarize the raw specs of this configuration. CPU, Intel Core i9-13980HX, 24 cores, 32 threads, up to 5.6 GHz turbo. This is a flagship-tier CPU, built to chew through heavy multitasking, game streaming, and demanding creative software. GPU, NVIDIA GeForce RTX 4060 with 8GB GDDR6 VRAM, running around 140 watts TGT. This GPU sits in the mid to upper gaming tier for 2025, supporting DLSS 3.5 and frame generation, giving you smooth frame rates even in demanding games. Memory, 64GB DDR5 RAM. This is more than most people will ever need, and it's fantastic for creators who use Adobe Premiere, Blender, or run multiple VMs. Storage, 2TB PCIe Gen 4 SSD, extremely fast load times, and more than enough space for a big game library, plus professional work files. Display, 16-inch WQXGA panel, 2560 by 1600. High refresh rate, 1610 aspect rate. The Strix G16 carries Asus's signature ROG gamer aesthetic, bold lines, RGB lighting accents, and a sturdy chassis that feels premium without being over the top. At around 16 inches, it strikes a nice balance, portable enough to move between home, office, and LAN parties, but big enough to give you an immersive experience. The WQXGA display with a high refresh rate is excellent. The 16:10 aspect ratio gives you more vertical space, which is handy for productivity, coding, and browsing, while gaming feels smooth and responsive thanks to the fast refresh and low latency. Colors are vivid and accurate, making it good not just for games, but also for content creation, like photo and video editing. Audio is decent, with dual speakers that deliver clear mids and highs. While the bass is not particularly strong, typical for gaming laptops, the overall sound quality is more than enough for everyday gaming and entertainment. If you want truly immersive sound, you'll still want a gaming headset. Cooling is a critical part of performance, and Asus doesn't skimp here. The Strix G16 is equipped with large heat pipes, dual fans, and liquid metal thermal compound on the CPU, which helps keep temperatures under control. Under heavy AAA loads, expect CPU temps in the 80s and GPU temps in the 70s. Fan noise is noticeable in turbo mode, but manageable, and you can always switch to a quieter profile for lighter use. Battery life is decent, but not exceptional. Around 5 to 6 hours on light tasks like web browsing or media playback, but closer to 1.5 to 2 hours when gaming unplugged. This laptop is designed to be plugged in for gaming, and that's when it performs at its best. On the upgradability front, Asus gives you easy access to internals. The 64GB RAM and 2TB SSD already max out most needs, but you can upgrade the SSD or swap memory modules if needed. Ports are generous. You get USB-C with DisplayPort and power delivery, multiple USB-A ports, HDMI 2.1 for external monitors. Now let's talk performance, because this is where the Strix G16 earns its reputation. In AAA games at 1440p high settings, Cyberpunk 2077 runs in the 55 to 65 FPS range with DLSS balanced. Red Dead Redemption 2 averages 70 to 80 FPS at high settings. Assassin's Creed Mirage sits around 75 FPS with smooth visuals. Horizon Forbidden West hits 80 to 85 FPS on high. For esports titles, where high refresh rates matter most, performance is excellent. Valorant averages 200 plus FPS, perfect for competitive play. CS2, Counter-Strike 2, delivers around 180 to 190 FPS. Fortnite, with performance mode, can push 160 to 180 FPS, while on high settings, it averages 120 plus FPS. Overwatch 2 comfortably stays above 160 FPS. This balance makes the Strix G16 versatile. You can enjoy smooth AAA gaming at high settings and crush esports titles at very high frame rates. Pros: very strong gaming performance for both AAA and esports titles thanks to the powerful CPU plus GPU combo. Huge memory and storage capacity, 64 GB RAM plus 2 TB SSD, make it future-proof for many years. Great cooling solution helps sustain performance under load without severe throttling. Excellent port selection and good upgradability. High refresh display gives smooth visuals, solid for both gaming and productivity. Cons: fan noise can be loud in high or turbo performance modes. Battery life under gaming or heavy load is limited. The size and weight make it less portable than smaller, lighter gaming laptops. Even though GPU is strong, it may struggle with highest settings in very demanding AAA games or future titles. Webcam, while useful, is good but not exceptional in low light or for professional streaming. The Asus ROG Strix G16 2025 with i9-139AHX and RTX 4060 is a beast of a laptop. It's not the lightest, nor the most power efficient, but if you're after raw performance, plenty of memory, tons of storage, and a display that makes both gaming and work enjoyable, this machine is hard to beat in its category. It's ideal for gamers who also dabble in content creation, students in engineering or design, or anyone who needs serious horsepower without going full desktop. That's our full review of the Strix G16 2025. If you enjoyed this